Hello everybody and welcome back to NOMIFACTORY. In the last episode we got this ME system set up. In this episode we are going to start off by getting the 4K item storage and combining all of this with our logic processors gives us our 4K ME storage components along with our quests. Then putting these in a crafting table with some ME storage housings give us our storage cells. And now we just put them into our ME drive. Alrighty, and that's everything into our ME system now. Okay, so the next thing I want to get is this ME crafting terminal. There's our crafting terminal along with our quest. So I've expanded our DML system to fit this blaze data model, and we're using the crystals from the blaze data model in order to get some sulfur dust. And sulfur dust is used to get sulfur dioxide, which we need for sulfuric acid. So the next thing we'll be doing is trying to get this ethylene and polyethylene quest. So the first thing that we're going to need for our polyethylene automation is going to be these 4 advanced breweries. There's our 4 advanced breweries along with our quest. The next thing that we're going to need is this advanced distillery. There's our advanced distillery. Next thing that we're going to need is 3 advanced chemical reactors. There's our 3 advanced chemical reactors. Next thing that we need is 1 advanced centrifuge. The final item that we need is this advanced gas collector. So to start off our polyethylene automation, we need some ethanol, which we're going to be making from biomass. So to make our biomass, we need to place down 4 advanced breweries. So in order to get our desired biomass from these breweries, we are getting sugarcane from our sugarcane farm, which feeds into our breweries. Then we also are taking water from this infinite water source and also putting that into our breweries, which gives us our biomass. So all of our biomass is exiting our breweries in order to go into our distillery, which makes us our ethanol, and the byproduct that we get is just going straight into this trash can. So the next thing that we need for polyethylene automation is sulfuric acid. But before we can automate that, we need to automate oxygen. And there's our oxygen automated. So how this works is we have this gas collector making air, which goes into our advanced centrifuge, which makes our oxygen in here, and then our nitrogen in here. Alright, now we can start off with the automation of sulfuric acid. So I've automated our sulfuric acid. How this works is we have our oxygen going into these 2. This produces our sulfur dioxide, which goes into this, which produces our sulfuric trioxide, and then finally it goes into this chemical reactor with water in order to make our sulfuric acid. We are getting our sulfur dust from DML, by the way. There's our ethanol quest. So I went ahead and finished up our polyethylene automation. You can see it's right there. Basically, the ethylene is made in here with our ethanol and sulfuric acid, which goes into this steel drum to go into this one, which makes our polyethylene once we have enough oxygen in it. Let's go ahead and get the bucket for our quest. There's our quest. Next, we need to fluid solidify these into the sheets. There we go. There's our quest. The next thing that we are going to automate is polyvinyl chlorine. And there's our polyvinyl chlorine automated. How it works is you put rock salt into this advanced electrolyzer. You get chlorine from it, and then the item output is just goes into this trash can. The chlorine goes into this chemical reactor with the ethylene in order to get vinyl chloride. The vinyl chloride goes into this chemical reactor with some oxygen, and that makes us our polyvinyl chloride, which then goes into our fluid solidifier. And there's our quest. So next what I want to do is get the MV circuit assembler and the first high voltage circuit. Okay, next quest we need to do is the circuit wafers one. Then we put this into our cutting machine. And there's our integrated circuits, as well as our quest. There's our second tier 1 circuit. There's our second tier 2 circuits. Next thing that we need is a transistor, which is 6 fine tin wire and 1 silicon plate with some polyethylene. There's our transistors. And there's our HV circuit. So I made another one of these HV circuits and crafted up some other stuff. So there is our advanced circuit assembler. So we just got the circuit assembler. Next thing I want is a full set of glitch armor, which allows creative flight. And how you get glitch armor is by defeating stuff in this trial keystone thing in order to get these unstable glitch fragments. But first, I'm pretty sure we need one of these. Okay, so there's our deep learner. Okay, so I think I might be wrong about this deep learner thing. I think this is only for like leveling up stuff. For the trial, we need this trial keystone. We're also gonna need some trial keys. And there's our trial keystone. Okay, I think I'm ready to start the trial. Alright, let's go ahead and try this. And I'm dead already. Alright, I beat the trial. There's our glitch ingots. And there's our first piece of glitch armor. And there we go. Creative flight. Here's what my base looks like from above. So, the next thing I want to do is get some HV machines. First, we need stainless steel, which is all of this stuff in a mixer at MV tier. Well, there's our stainless steel. I had to upgrade these hatches to be MV, or else it wouldn't smelt the stainless steel. There's our first HV machine hole. So that's gonna be all for today's episode. But before you leave, I have an announcement to make. I am making a new series on making a mod pack. It's not like a tutorial, it's just I'm gonna be creating my own mod pack. You can expect to see it in like a couple months or something. Right now what I'm working on is the mod for the mod pack. The mod pack is based around GregTech, by the way. The version is 1.12.2. If you would like to help the development, there will be a link to the Discord server in the description below. There will also be a GitHub link. Basically, once you go into the Discord server, all you'll have to do is like say that you want to like join development or something, then I'll add you to like the private. So that's all I really wanted to say. I'll see you guys in the next video, and goodbye.